Namaste and welcome to the final stage in ego development, the unitive stage. Wow, if you've gone through every video through this development, you are amazing and I salute you. Let's cover this last and final stage in ego development theory. Less than 1% are within this stage. And as we go into this, you're gonna see how their perspective on the world is from a completely different worldview, stepping into a very high sixth person perspective. So we're gonna cover this and see what that actually means. So let's do it. The unitive stage sees everything as interconnected and experience a unity with all life. If I had a motto, it would be, we are all one. How does the unitive get its self-identity? Well, they actually transcend the ego. They no longer identify itself with ego as a separate entity. They see themselves as part of others, nature, or even the universe. There's no attachment to a fixed personality or role. They have transcended all of this. How does this self view others then? Well, they view others as an extension of oneself. No judgment or separation. Compassion and empathy naturally flows. There's a deep sense of understanding of human interconnectedness. What about morality for this stage? The unitive stage are less about following rigid rules, but they want to follow the principle of life, which is love, harmony, compassion. It's more about what nurture and sustain life and connection. So very holistic, high view on morality. What about the ability to self-reflect? This capacity is profound, but is less about analyzing the ego, the self, more about the broader nature of reality and the connection and the interdependency of all things. So very much a high view. They left the ego behind and focus on the broader picture. New skills. Well, the unitive has a deep self-awareness that builds on flexibility and empathy. Now they are integrating this to a non-dualistic, holistic understanding of life beyond personal narratives or stories. What about the emotional landscape? Emotion experience with great openness and no resistance. Even challenging emotions are embraced as part of the wholeness of life. This inner peace and freedom from emotional reactivity. So they're very much in touch with all emotion, the highs and the lows, and accept them and view them. What about the interpersonal style of this stage? Well, they are calm, accepting, and non-judgmental. Their communication is focused around empathy and active listening and a genuine interest for other people's perspective. And also, they hold space for others without imposing their own views on them. What about the cognitive approach for this stage? Well, their thinking is holistic and integrative, seeing patterns, connections that transcend an individual's perspective. This stage could hold multiple viewpoints at once and understand they are part of the larger whole. They have transcended dualistic thinking or black and white thinking. What about the conscious focus of this stage? They focus on unity and interconnectedness and a flow with life. They're not concerned with personal achievements. They're more focused on the well-being of themselves, but all living things. And they see themselves as a part of a larger system. Their attention is directed towards the present moment and the deeper essence of life. What about the inner world of this stage? They experience a deep sense of peace, wholeness, and balance. They're no longer focusing on the egoic conflict or attachments, but instead marked with acceptance, experience, and a connectedness to the universe. So very much connected to the whole, a very calm being. Does this stage have any anxiousness or fear? The Unitive Stage experiences a profound sense of peace. Any remaining anxiousness might stem from them witnessing suffering in the world. However, their main challenge is navigating their own desire to help others, while accepting they cannot fix or control experiences of others. The problem solving at this stage is holistic and creative. The Unitive person approaches challenges with a big picture in mind, and they see how the different elements interact. They see problems as opportunities for growth, and they find solution not just for themselves but for the larger community they're in. This stage, in what organization do they do well? Well, they thrive in environments that are creative, collaborative, and where they have an open dialogue and mutual respect is prioritized. They're less concerned with rigid rules or authority and more concerned creating balance and harmony within the system. So that is the end of the Unity stage. We are going to cover the strength. They do also have weaknesses, and we're going to do that right now. So, strength of the Unitive stage is they have deep empathy. They have wisdom because they can have so many perspectives and different perspectives to share wisdom from. Also ability to see connection with all things because of the sixth-person perspective. The strength lay within their ability to inspire others beyond their self, beyond their ego. They can see the real potential within people even if they can't see themselves. Any weaknesses? Well, one potential weakness is navigating practical and material concern, as their focus lay on unity and the big picture. They might also struggle being misunderstood by other stages in the early development, so they don't share their holistic approach and perspective. What about here? How does the Unity person move forward? The Unity person grows by balancing individual responsibility with a collective well-being, maintaining harmony with a sense of unity, while skillfully navigating others without being overwhelmed with suffering. So that is the Unitive, the final stage in ego development. And if you have seen all of them, I salute you, well done. Where from here? We're not completely done. I have done a meditation, and this will be a final meditation in ego development. And this is going to show you the different perspective and different ideas. So I hope you're going to enjoy that one. I want to say thank you so much for doing this journey with me. It has been very interesting to dive into ego development and a different perspective of ego thought. I started working on this a few months ago, and it has been a really fun challenge to go through. I have a lot more projects coming on. They won't be as in-depth as ego development. This was a big project, but I look forward to share perspective and mind-shifting ideas with you. And as always, I appreciate your time and your effort for being here through the end. You should feel very proud of yourself for taking on such a big concept as ego development and enjoying it, hopefully. With that said, if you like this, like, subscribe, and also comment if you have any questions for me. And as always, have a great day and namaste.